People assume I'm level 1 autistic until they see the actual experience of my daily life. If you think levels are about how autistic you are, you have been completely lied to. And that's fine. I'm here to help you understand what autism is actually like when it comes to level 1 versus level 2. There's a moment you hit when you're trying your best to succeed and reach goals that you may have for yourself, but you're not able to reach the level of productivity or function that you need for that. And if you hit that a lot sooner than others, you may be level 2 autistic and not level 1. Looking at levels like they're mild or severe or who's worse or whatever is like a completely wrong way of looking at it. Levels are about the level of support that you need in your daily life. That's what levels are supported by. It's not how bad it is for you or anything like that. It's literally just how much support you need. Level 1 autistic people can appear neurotypical or very productive or like they don't need help, but level 1 does start at requires support. I think people kind of leave that out sometimes. Level 1 requires support. That is the baseline for being autistic. You need support. Level 2 requires substantial support on a daily basis. You probably need more help to keep your life in order than a level 1 autistic person. And I feel like something that people leave out is the levels are about sustainability. To be sustainable as a level 2 autistic person, you need substantial support from wherever you may get that support from. Level 1, you need some support, requires support, not the same amount of support or kind of support that a level 2 autistic person needs, but you need some level of support to be sustainable. That's why we have a lot of level 1 autistic people who are in their 20s. They have a career, a partner, they drive, whatever else, and they burn out because they didn't have the support that they needed, even though it isn't maybe the level of support that other people may need, but they still require support, and people forget about that. That's why we have these people that are burning out in their 20s after they've done a lot of different things and reached some goals and stuff. Level 1 autistic people are usually high maskers in social situations. They can push through some levels of discomfort. They probably can drive, with some level of discomfort or anxiety along with it. They often are able to work and go to school at least until they hit a burnout cycle if they're not having support at all. This is the distinction that people miss between level 1 and level 2. Level 2, you may not have full independence. You may not be able to have that full independence as a level 1 autistic person has. You might not be able to drive. You might work part-time, or you might not be able to work at all. You might not go to school. You might not have partners or close relationships in your life. It's hard in my experience, dealing with this. To be honest, like, I'm level 2 autistic, and like I'm not able to drive right now. I'm not working. I'm not in school. I need help from people in my daily life. It is a different type of struggle than the level 1 autistic people have, and nobody's saying that level 2 is worse than level 1. That's not at all my thing here, and I feel like we don't need to create any more separation between the autistic community. We're supposed to be there for each other and trying to understand each other's experience. It's difficult to be level 1 autistic and masking and having the outside people view you as you're fine and you're not struggling and stuff like that. That's a hard experience as well. It's also hard to need support from people on a daily basis and to not be able to reach goals that you have for yourself. It's, both of these situations are hard, and I just want to make sure that it's clear that it is not like which one's worse or who has it harder or anything like that. That is not the case here. Once you start getting more into the level 2 category, I would say you have more shutdowns, more meltdowns, and maybe more outwardly visible. I've given myself a concussion during a meltdown before at 17 or 18 years old. It's like it takes less to get to the point of a meltdown or a shutdown as a level 2 autistic person. Like on some harder days, hygiene can cause a meltdown, shutdown. Like, even though I'm not working and I have a lot of reduced demands now, I'm still drained a lot and I'm still overwhelmed a lot. It's a difference in the capacity of the levels. You know what I'm saying? Like the sustainability, the capacity of a level 1 and the capacity of a level 2 of the stress and overwhelm and sensory issues is different. I feel like I've reached my limit faster than other people. So it's just a different experience, and I feel like we should both be trying to understand each other. And it's like I can see how it could be really hard to be level 1 autistic when you are working and you are doing all these things, but you still need support. But all people can see is the stuff that you get done. That's a really hard experience as well, because it's like nobody really sees what you're going through, and you know, it's hard. I feel like we could all do better with trying to understand each other, autistic or not. Everybody could be better at trying to understand each other and looking at people's experience in an open way. There's so much that we don't take into consideration because we have our minds closed off to understanding other people's experience. It's an easy way to build more community in any group of people. Just trying to be open-minded and understand each other is so important. And I hope y'all were able to get something out of this video. I just want to give my 2 cents on level 1 and level 2 autism.